I just don't understand. I don't even know, like, this might be my last season of Basketball Wives. Like, I really don't even know where to start at with this review. Like, I don't understand how this group of women don't understand what OG experienced was colorism. And maybe they don't want to understand it, because then they would have to say that in that moment, within that deal, in that situation, that they were actually colorist. Because see, this is the thing that I have learned about people. People want to treat gay people in a negative way, in a fucked up way, but don't want to be called homophobic. White people want to act a goddamn fool about black people, but then don't want to be called racist, right? Men want to treat women a certain way, but don't want to be called misogynistic. Women want to do certain things that may not be in the best interest of women, and then get mad when you call them anti-woman or pro. You see what I'm saying? So it's like, no one wants to be called a colorist, right? And I think that with this situation on Basketball Wives, they don't want to acknowledge that what OG experienced actually is valid, because then in that moment, they would have to also acknowledge that, girl, I was a colorist. I played a part in your experience last year or whenever this happened, right? It's just frustrating because all of this time has passed and they stopped filming, and like even to this very day, like especially like with Evelyn, like she still thinks that OG did this just for 15 minutes of fame. It's the reason why in the black community we say all kinfolk, all skinfolk ain't kinfolk, or we may call some people coon, because you could be black and still not be down. You could be black and still not be black. I used to have big issues with internalized homophobia. Girl, it was a mess. So for people to think that just because you're gay, you can't be anti-gay, or just because you're black, you can't be anti-black. Like I literally saw online the other day, some black guy who's running for some office saying that he wants to get rid of Black History Month because it needs to be American Awareness Month or some shit like that. Like, you can be black and still be a colorist. You can be a black man and be a colorist. You can be a black woman and be a colorist. You can be a gay black man and be a colorist. You can be a straight black woman and be like, you can be a colorist. And I think, again, I think the thing is that no one wants to be called these labels. No one wants to be called, homophobic. No one wants to be called racist. No one wants to be called colorist. However, based on your actions in a certain situation or dealing with a certain group of people, you could be that thing. If you don't like me and I just happen to be gay, that does not make you homophobic. But if you dislike me because I'm gay, you're homophobic. If you treat someone like my skin color or darker a certain way, then you would treat someone that looks like Robin from Real Housewives of Potomac, you're probably colorist. It's a reason why Ashley of Real Housewives of Potomac, it slid off of her tongue so easy to call Wendy aggressive and ferocious. But when the light-skinned, green-eyed bandit got in your face and put her finger in your face at your goddamn place of business, a business that you own, you didn't call her ferocious or aggressive. When Robin got in Monique's face, no one called her aggressive or ferocious. Evelyn can throw bottles, wine bottles, baby, whole wine bottles across tables, hop on tables, beat somebody's ass every year, run up and down sidewalks, and y'all have yet to call her aggressive or lock her in a separate room at a reunion. But when the dark-skinned woman comes on and says, bitch, y'all hoes about to catch this fade, if y'all keep fucking with me, it's oh my God, oh my God, oh my God, oh my God, we're so scared. We have to lock her up. She's aggressive. So you would rather go by somebody's words than go by somebody's actions in this situation, right? Fuck the bitch who's sitting on the stage who 10 times more likely to beat your ass because we've seen her do it before or try and beat your ass. So I just don't get, it's like, girl, let me just do this review because I don't even care. I'm sick of these hoes already. Like, I'm not doing Basketball Wives next season if it come back. I'm telling y'all right now. Bitch, I almost clocked that. I was literally about to make a video and be like, hey, I think I'm done, y'all. Girl. I don't even want to do this. This is going to be 5 minutes. I'm done with these hoes. Yeah, I'm done for the night. Maybe I'm tired, because what time is it? It's 3:20 in the morning. Girl, I just got off work. Well, I got off work at midnight. I had to come and watch the show and do all, you know. So anyway, girl, so the girls arrived back. I don't even want to do this. Okay, hold up. Let me calm down. I'm drinking wine. Hold up. Evelyn has a home. Evelyn has a mansion. I don't know why I can't get my thoughts together. Like, I just watched some bullshit. Like, these bitches are crazy. Like, when I tell you these hoes have extreme levels of delusion, like, just, I've never seen a group of women on television that is this tired through and delayed. Like, I just have not. Like, I don't get how even some viewers feel like OG has not experienced colorism. And then you have somebody as slow and tired and through as Kristen coming back trying to relay a message. And it's just, anyway, so girl, they got 2 mansions. They got 2 mansions in LA. Jackie got a house. It's nice as hell. I like Jackie's house better. It's more of my style. Both houses are actually really, really gorgeous. But the house that Jackie had is more of my style. So you have Jackie, OG, and Jennifer in one home. You have Evelyn, Malaysia, Shawnee, and Liz, and then Phoebe was on her way, but she was around somebody who had coronavirus. Ooh, I just said the C word. She was around someone who had that stuff, and so she had to quarantine because she's been exposed to it. So she's gonna come later on. Liz says that Lamar and her had put aside, or Lamar, I guess, put aside $200,000 for their children's college education. Their son is about to go to college. In one scene, I'm really trying to like calm myself down. Like I'm getting worked up, and I don't even like that. In one scene, she called her son just to check on him. Now, mind you, they're back in LA. These mansions are in LA. So basically, Evelyn is just on a staycation. Liz is on a staycation. Everybody basically who lives in LA is like on a staycation. Everybody else just flew in from wherever they live to, to stay at this house for 2 weeks. They still have to shoot a show, basically, girl. But in one scene, Liz calls her son and he asks her to order him a burrito because he was hungry. Can I say something, y'all? And I don't mean, and maybe I'm frustrated and I'm taking out on everybody else. Like, y'all need to stop raising y'all children to be sorry motherfuckers. Like, there should be no reason why your son is 1 foot out the door about to go to college and he don't know how to feed himself. Like, girl, I was watching a video of Erica's the other day, and I think her son is like, I think her son's no older than 13. And I heard somebody asking for a shake. Could he go fix a shake? She was like, yeah, you can go fix you one. If he can go in the kitchen and fix a motherfucking shake at 12 or 13, then your big ass can get on a goddamn Uber app or DoorDash and order a fucking burrito. Like, I get it, girl. Like, I just don't get it. And then she telling him, he was like, yeah, my dad called. He's been blowing up my phone all day. And she was like, you need to answer when he calls and you need to put your foot down and let him know that, you know, you need your money for college. How do you expect this boy to put his foot down with his daddy when this motherfucker can't even feed himself? He can't even do something as simple as just click on an app and order a fucking Chipotle burrito, because I'm sure that's where he probably getting it from. Girl. At some point, y'all gonna have to take y'all titty out of these people, out of y'all children's mouth. Are they gonna grow up to be like Ray J? Jackie comes over Jackie calls Evelyn and asks her, is it okay for her to come over? She comes over. Evelyn gives her a tour of the house. Malaysia, she goes in the back because she doesn't want to see Jackie. She goes downstairs and they all talk. Evelyn starts to cry. She says that OG made these claims to have 15 minutes. She says that her kids are black. She says that her stepkids are black. And I remember I was watching RLM3's video last week about Basketball Wives, and he made a great observation about Evelyn. You know, once upon a time, not long ago, Evelyn was saying that she was black. Now it's, you know, your kids are black. You see what I'm saying? What happened to you being black, Evelyn? You know, this is your second time that we've seen this season say about you can't be racist or colorist because your kids are black. I'm here to tell you, Evelyn Lozada, who's not black, girl, you very much can be a colorist, just like I could be a colorist, just like you could be a colorist. You could have colorist ways, a colorist tendencies, or be a colorist. And just because you hop on black dick and do a full split does not mean that you can't be a colorist, girl. Shawnee says that you can't make up stuff on people and then it affect people's careers. Shawnee says that, you know, you can accuse her of a lot of things. Favoritism may be one of them. Like, yes, her and Evelyn are best friends. So she may show favoritism towards Evelyn. But she's never treated OG a certain way because of the color of her skin. So why did you treat OG the way that you treated her? Because they showed a clip, Shawnee, and let me tell you something, Shawnee O'Neal, you a fucking liar too. Because they showed that clip of when Kristen was like, don't put your hands on me, don't touch me. And OG said, I didn't touch you. And she didn't. You touched Kristen. I'm sorry, did I say Jennifer? Kristen told OG, don't put your hands on me. And OG said, I didn't put my hands on you. And then Shawnee said, yes, you did. Yes, you did. No, actually, you put your hands on Kristen's back. And OG was walking up. And you lied and said that OG touched Kristen when, bitch, it was actually you. So I know you're a liar. So anyways, girl. Evelyn says in her confessional, because Kristen tells the group that she wants to go and talk to OG. Evelyn tells her in her confessional that, Evelyn says in her confessional that talking to OG is useless because OG is lying and she made this up. they showed the clip of when Kristen was like, I got a husband. I got a husband. And OG was like, where is he? And she was like, with my baby. She was like, oh, he is? Ooh, so Kristen goes over to the house. The ladies, you know, they all get dressed up. They're having dinner. Her and OG are having a conversation. And she tells OG that, you know, she has the same color, the same skin color as OG, so she doesn't understand how she feels as though there's racism in the group, and basically, would you be willing to have a conversation with me to let me know how you feel or why you feel this way? And OG was like, it's not what I felt. I've never told you my feelings. I'm telling you what I experienced. And I was like, oh, I got what she was saying, basically. Because I think that with this group of women, if you tell them this is how I felt, they'll try to dismiss your feelings. But but you letting them know, bitch, no, this is what I experienced. This is what it is. This ain't what I felt, bitch. This is what I experienced. I feel like it's two different things. OG, tells Kristen, she uses an example of what she feels or what she experienced as colorism. She brought up the text messages. So remember last year when Evelyn went out of her way to get in contact with her ex, Chad Ochocinco, the man who she said beat her ass, and she thought that Chad Ochocinco was going to have her back. And so she went to Kinko's, printed out some, I don't know if she went to Kinko's or not, but she printed out text messages, brought the text messages to the group, read the text messages off the paper, act like she was doing like a PowerPoint presentation. OG goes and gets her phone, and in the confessional, Kristen says, Evelyn's receipts are hilarious, but OG's receipts are kind of disturbing. Kristen, how in the fuck is OG, who's pretty much trying to defend herself against Evelyn, how is her receipts disturbing, but Evelyn's are hilarious? Evelyn literally got in contact with her ex-fiance, ex-husband, who beat her ass, thought she had something to use against OG. He manipulated the text messages. She went and printed them out because she thought she had something against OG. That's not disturbing to you, bitch? But OG saying, oh, we pulling out text message? Okay, let me go get my phone. That's the part that's disturbing. So when OG tries to tell Kristen this, she starts to play stupid. And see, this is the part where the colorism can come into play, right? Because we're clearly doing the same thing, but you're treating me differently than you're treating her. Why? You know, it got to be a cold day in hell for Jennifer Williams to come on and make some fucking sense. So Jennifer Williams tells Kristen, this is the problem. Here go Kristen, Jen. She don't want to hear what Kristen got to say. No, you gonna hear what Jen got to say. So Jen tells Kristen that in this group of ladies, you have had people who have thrown chairs, who have been hella aggressive. I have never seen OG put her hands on anybody, but y'all never hold those people who have put their hands on people accountable for what they've done. Kristen just sits there. It's the truth. And I think that's the thing that people are trying to say. Like, if you just so had, like, if you didn't like OG, like, that's what I'm trying to say. Like, if you didn't like OG, okay, I need to hurry up because my iPad about to die. If you didn't like OG and OG just happened to be a dark-skinned woman, that's perfectly fine. If you treated OG a certain way and she just happened to be a dark-skinned woman, okay, whatever. But y'all are treating OG a certain way, and not more than likely, and because her skin is a certain color, which is probably a little bit darker than mine or the same color as mine, that's why you're colorist, because you have somebody else of a lighter skin tone who, first of all, ain't black, and you treat her completely different. Y'all don't get that? And the simple fact to this fucking day that none of these dumbass heifers have literally just said Evelyn. Bitch, you dead ass wrong. Oh, I can understand what OG is saying, because when it comes to you, Evelyn, and the shit that you've done on Basketball Wives, bitch, we've never locked you in a fucking closet. We've never put you on a separate stage at the reunion. But here comes a dark-skinned girl from Nigeria. I think she's Nigerian. Nigerian, and we put her in like, it's just dumb. Like, these bitches are dumb. Like, anyways, Jackie, she delayed too. Jackie basically was like, well, that's not true. I've been called crazy too. Jackie, you shut your ass up, because you're just trying to make sure that you keep your basketball wives shit. She get on my nerves too. Kristen goes back to the group. I'm done. Fuck these hoes. Kristen goes back and reports to the group she goes back and reports to the group. I'm done, girl. She reports back to the group. When I tell y'all the way that they acted on that bed when Kristen came back, I know some of y'all only watch my reviews, but if y'all please can go watch, girl, don't go watch, because you probably gonna get pissed off. If you just I don't know, girl. I just want y'all to see how they acted at the end when they were all sitting on the bed. Like, just like, when I tell you I was in disgust, like, disgust. Like, it's just like, these girls are disgusting. Like, and I even hate to say that, because like I told y'all in my review for last week, like, I used to love me some Evelyn. I used to love me some Evelyn Lozada. So for this to be happening, like, I kind of compared it like to Kaya. Like, I absolutely adore and love Kaya. I really, really do. But it does kind of, I would be a liar and a fool to not sit here and say that some of the things that Kaya says, it is transphobic and homophobic. But because I've been such a fan of Kaya and her vlogging for so long, it's kind of hard for me to kind of like break the chain. You see what I'm saying? And I feel like that's what it is for Evelyn. It is almost like a disappointment. Not like I looked up to Evelyn or no shit like that. But it's like I was a fan of her through television. You know what I'm saying? And so to see this person who can't even really just own up to their fuck shit and be like, you know what? It was fucked up. I see what you're saying. I need to work on myself to improve myself. It's just a big disappointment to see, really. And then even the black women on the show, it's just sad. It's just really sad. It's just really fucking, it's actually disgusting. I'm done. Bye, y'all.